Hello and welcome back to the GB Fantasy Football channel. In today's video, we're going to have a team reveal for the Sun Dream team ahead of the Game Week 35 deadline. After this week, we only have 2 more deadlines left of the season and still so much to play for. If you like today's video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. We're trying to push towards 50 subscribers before the end of the season, if possible. Without further ado, let's get into the video. A little recap on how the week has gone so far. Not too great. As of recording this is Thursday morning. So Man United and Tottenham are still yet to play. So there's a couple of doubles, a couple of fixtures that have still on the horizon for me. Palmer finally getting his goal from the penalty spot. A highlight of the week. Bruno not playing at all, surprisingly. Shockingly, actually. He's been Mr. Dependable. If you stick the armband on him, he's been there. So that was unfortunate. Points wise, nothing too great. However, Saka came up clutch. Who'd have thought he'd have played both games this week? But 60 points. Going for Dorgu over another option. Didn't go too well. Dorgu shifted off at half time. Conceded twice. Came away with a 0-pointer. But we can only look forward to the last 2 weeks after this week. All to play for. Can we pull any of the points back and catch the people above us? Can we stay in the top 12? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Team and transfer wise this week, we will be lining up with a 3-4-3. All this is subject to change. With Manchester City playing the 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday, we're hoping for some early team news before the deadline at 1:30. If we get the team news and certain players, spoiler wise for the rest of this video, aren't playing, those transfers will be switched to another player. So the team. David Raya away to Liverpool. If I had more transfers, he would be coming out. He saved a penalty last night. He boosted himself points wise. 6 points over 2 games. It's okay. We'll get by with it. But if I had the option, he'd be coming out this week. We're hoping for save points, maybe 2 or 3 at most. We've then got the back 3. Pedro Porro at home to Palace. Will he play? Since bringing him in, he's been a pretty poor transfer. He's only played 1 out of the 3 fixtures. To be fair, in that fixture, he was 10 minutes away from getting a 12-pointer. So when he plays, he's great. When he doesn't, he's dead weight. We've then got Dorgu. Manchester United are going to rotate heavily. Will he survive the rotation? I'm not sure. I'm hoping he will. West Ham at home is a decent fixture. But looking back, probably wasn't the best transfer. The Mazraoui injury did put me back a little bit. And I think he will play tonight as well. So they're going to end up playing the same amount of fixtures this week, pretty much. And then this week, I'm bringing in Gvardiol for Saliba. The Arsenal double up in defence has been poor over the last 3 game weeks. It's not been great. Gvardiol, with Nico O'Reilly's poor performance last week, I can see Gvardiol going back into his left back position, and in that position he is a lot better than centre half. He ends up in the box. You feel like he's going to score every game. At centre half you can take him on for a few weeks. I think at left back he's a genuine captaincy contender going into this week, and for that reason, and his double next week, I feel like Gvardiol has to come in. So that's my first transfer. As I said, we are lining up with a midfield 4 this week. It consists of Cole Palmer away to Newcastle. It's a tricky fixture, but they both need to win that game. Can he score again? Will he get a penalty? I feel like he picked up points regardless of all that, so he's going to stay in the team. Bruno Fernandes at home to West Ham. Will he play that fixture? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'm hoping, because it's a decent fixture, but I feel like many in the top 100 would have had him anyway. And then we've got the 2 others. Kevin De Bruyne is coming in for Bukayo Saka this week, but that transfer is heavily dependent on team news, and I can't stress that enough. If we get early team news that De Bruyne is on the bench, that will be Eze instead. De Bruyne is a rotation risk. Pet roulette. Difficult fixtures coming up. We've got the cup final. I can genuinely see him missing out on this game. Certainly starting on the bench. If that is the case, Eze will be the man to come in away to Tottenham. And my other midfielder this week is Brian Mbeumo away to Ipswich, who is having the captaincy armband. He's a bit of a flat track bully, Brian Mbeumo is. Doesn't score many points, and then he scores loads. Ipswich, Southampton and Leicester this season have provided great potential for him, scoring, assisting. He's been fantastic against them. Ipswich down their left-hand side have conceded more chances than any other team in the past 10 weeks. And Leif Davis just coming back from that suspension. In fact, he might even still be suspended, which would be fantastic news for us. But Mbeumo does have the captaincy armband. I'm hoping for big points. This could be my huge differential this week, depending on other people's transfers. Will they bring him in? Will they captain him? I'm not sure. Will they look forward to the doubles? It's a potential thing. But for me, Mbeumo has the armband. The front three, it's been very same for the last 3 to 4 game weeks since Marmoush came in. And he will be staying this week as well. With Southampton away, despite him being pretty awful in the last few weeks, only getting the assist in the cup semi-final from a corner. Bar that, he's blanked in the previous 3 and just a corner in the other one. So in 4 games, not much at all from him. He's played on the right-hand side. City are playing without a centre forward now. If I had more transfers and there wasn't a double coming up, he would be coming out of my team. But he stays for this week. We've then got Mo Salah at home to Arsenal. I feel like Salah, he hasn't scored many points recently. But if you watched the Chelsea game last week, he should have. Darwin Núñez missed a sitter of a header, and Salah missed a sitter of a header for himself. And Liverpool were awful last week, and he could have come away with a goal and an assist in that fixture. So playing against this Arsenal team where the left back inverts into midfield, there'll be an ocean of space out on that right hand side for him. I feel like he could do really, really well this week. Unfortunately, as an Arsenal fan, but I feel like when Salah plays Arsenal, even when there's everything to play for, he still scores goals. If you look back at the home fixture this season, Arsenal played really well in that one. Salah still popped up with a goal. And I feel like it's going to be the same again this week, so he stays. And then we've got Alexander Isak. Difficult fixture at home to Chelsea, who've been okay defensively, despite not really thinking it. But Newcastle have got to win that game. If they want Champions League football, they have to beat Chelsea. Lay down the marker. Even knock Chelsea out of that race with only a few games to go. I feel like the crowd's going to be up for it. Newcastle Stadium, St James's Park, bouncing. I feel like Isak could score in that one. He stays. And that concludes today's video. If you've enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. And comment down below on how your season's gone so far and what your plans are for the last few game weeks. As I've said in the video, the transfers in this are planned ahead of time. If we get the team news, Eze will come in for De Bruyne, but bar that, I don't think there's going to be any last minute changes. I've learnt my lesson from the last few weeks, and hopefully the points will come via a clear state of mind, let's say. Thank you very much for watching today's video. The socials are down below. We've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, we've got TikTok. Go check them out, there's some great stuff on there. Little bits throughout the week in between the videos. Thank you very much for watching, and there will be a new video very soon.